Hi friends, Sarah Mack here from withsarahmack.com for video number 3 in the Signing Soulmate Clients with Astrology free training series. So, recap, this video is number 3 in the series, which is going to be focused on helping you to discover your unique ritual for consistent clients and money flow. And if you haven't watched video 1 and 2, make sure to go back and watch those first. So we've got video number 1 is all on signing soulmate clients to sell from your sun sign. And video number 2 is tapping into your unique sales flow through your second house, which is all about money alignment prompts. So here's the thing with my work, with this series that I know you want, that I want for you. Like, we're not just talking about signing 1 or 2 amazing clients here. We're talking about consistent clients month after month after month. We're talking about consistent cash flow. So this is also obviously about the work that you're here to do, the impact that you're here to make, and consistently bringing your work to more and more people to make that impact. So I just want to give you an example of what this work looks like when we dive into this when I'm working with my clients. So a lot of the time people come to me when they're pivoting slightly, right? Like they've expanded or they want to be offering a slightly different type of program or service or offering, or they're just pivoting slightly in the type of client that they are looking to work with. And they want to be working with more ideal clients. So maybe they've been successful, they've been working with a bunch of people, they've been having a lot of people reaching out, but they're not those dream soulmate clients. They people who are like nitpicking their prices, or once they get into the container, it's just like a bit more of a struggle, and it just doesn't feel really harmonious all through the sales process, easy sales conversations, people who are happy to be paying their high ticket prices and so excited to be doing the work with them, and really clients that do the work and get the results and really are invested in their transformation. So one of my recent clients, she has just increased her rates to charging $20,000 for her year-long private mentorship. So she knows her messaging has to be so clear and targeted. And the most important part of this is she has to feel so clear and confident and connected to the value of her work and what the actual value is of this offer for her dream client when she's selling it. So through diving into her astrology and also her money alignment, first things first, I help clients to get clear on the shiny results that she has created. It's crazy how blind we are to this in our own life. It's so easy to get lost in the transformation and the tools and the skills that we embody. And, we really often overlook the actual results that we have created from this work that are the reason why people want to work with us. So this is the breakthroughs, the actions, the results that she has already created that her clients deeply desire, that they will get when they do the work in her offer. Because you have to have clarity around this, because it's really all about getting repetitive and telling your story from the angles that really resonate with exactly where your soulmate client currently is in her evolution. Like, there are many different types of people that you could help, but your offer has to really speak to one person at a specific stage in her journey. And obviously, yes, they can be varied in, the types of results they're looking to create and the kinds of people that they are. But there's like a mindset and there's a stage in their learning and development which your offer really speaks to, and that you speak to as a mentor and as a coach because of where you currently are and what you've embodied. So we get into the really targeting the kinds of people who are actually looking for and ready and willing to invest in this level of support. And this is where so many people fail in the online industry, is you're talking to the wrong people. There are people out there who want this type of product and support and service. So we have to be really, really targeted in speaking to them. And that's when sales becomes easy. So obviously this requires a lot of the mindset alignment to back up the moves you're making in selling your offer. And that all trickles down from, your business and your business model and your product and your service and what you've decided to offer, who you've decided to offer it to, and the prices that you're choosing that you desire to be receiving for this exchange. And when the mindset, the resistance that comes up around like, yeah, but this is going to be so fun. Yeah, but this is going to be so easy. Yeah, but this is going to bring me so much more freedom in my life. Once we get the money resistance on board, that's when it gets to be easeful. It gets to flow. It gets to be fun. And it doesn't have to be overly complicated or time consuming to be making sales. And the goal here is really to build the skill. So the messaging part, the clarity, that can click relatively quickly because your story is your story, right? You are who you are. You've created what you've created. That's a truth. And as we do the money alignment work, sometimes our client and our offer will shift, maybe a little bit, maybe a lot, to be even more in alignment with what we truly desire and are actually really good at, that maybe we weren't fully owning before, or we may even be inspired into our next evolution, which will be feel so much better to be selling and serving clients at. So the most important takeaway from all of this is when I started consistent, committed habits with my story-based sales content and my money alignment work, that's when the money and the clients started to flow with consistency, month after month, with ease and fun, and without the struggle. So content doesn't need to take hours. And the more in flow you get with sharing your clear money-making message, the faster you become at producing it, the more visible you become, the more clients you sign. And it has to be a habit, and skill is born through repetition. The other piece is watching out for the sneaky resistance that will crop up around hitting your next level of ease and income. That does just naturally come when you're checking in and doing this work consistently. So the skill and the ability of being an entrepreneur who brings in 6 figures from her soul work rests on the habit of these 2 skills, the money alignment, constantly checking in with that, and the money-making story-based content skill. So the invitation for this final piece of training is to create your ritual and to actually put it in your calendar. This is an action that is going to change your life and business. So put it in your calendar to write using your content prompts from video 1, from Selling from Your Sun Sign, and to make a daily commitment to money alignment work based on your second house prompt. So this can look like, for the money piece, 5 to 10 minutes a day of checking in. What is your prompt? What is that area that you're really being called to develop in this lifetime? And just take one action, take one step, one nudge. Check your accounts, do a little bit of journaling, take some actions to clean up whatever needs to be taken care of in your relationship with money to take it to higher and higher levels. Just lean in to your edges with money daily, and that's going to build some super powerful money-making momentum that's going to accumulate and lead to some epic, life-changing results down the line. Like my client Morgan, who I interviewed on my podcast, Creative Magic Club, definitely go and check that out. She told me a story which I wasn't aware of when she was working with me, but she literally had $17 left in her bank account one week during our time together when she was in my mastermind. She had to get creative to get groceries that week. And, since she's graduated, I received a message from her recently saying that she's writing to me from an extended trip around Europe, going to conferences and making 5-figure months, all because she committed to the money alignment work and translated that into sales generating actions in the way she really wanted to be working and living. It's the consistency piece that's really important. And so often I hear women say, I just don't want to have to worry about money. And that is not how you make more money. Yes, we don't have to worry, but we need to be active. We need to be more active and nurturing and nourishing, and that gets to feel so good. But yes, you are going to come up against some of your edges in the process, like anything that is, the discomfort in anything that you want to grow skill around. And when it comes to content, no one piece of sales content is the magic pill for attracting clients. Of course, it can be one piece that really moves people to buy, that results directly in sales, but it's the consistency of the message that moves people towards feeling confident to buy from you. It has to be a consistent habit. When we do the money alignment work alongside the content work we produce actually drastically changes who we attract drastically changes, and the ease with which we are able to make sales will drastically change because you're clearing that resistance. Those two pieces must go together. You know, I've seen clients and I've heard stories about this all the time where you have you work really hard or you hire a copywriter and you have the most strategically perfect piece of copy, but you sabotage actually turning that into sales, actually following through on the launch to get the clients signed up because of all of that money resistance that we've been talking about. So here's a prompt for you to help you design a really simple, fun, sustainable ritual. Just make a list of activities that get you in your feel-good creative zone. And just brainstorm. This doesn't have to be complicated. Whatever it is, do this before you write. It's so important to have ritual to get yourself in the zone to produce your best work. This is it's like the stretching before the race, right? If you don't do it, your results can be drastically different. So for me, I wake up, first thing I do when I get up is do yoga and a short breath work. I'll then do something just to connect to myself, like pull some tarot cards or play guitar for 5 minutes, and do a little bit of journaling. And then I'll move into content from that energy of connection, joy, and excitement to create. Because the content that becomes a chore, like a habit, like taking out the trash that you're not enjoying, that you're not feeling good about, it's going to fall flat, right? This is really about respecting your craft and doing what it takes to take it to the highest level that you are fully capable of, and it's training. The energy that you create from is everything. You have the power to generate inspiration on tap. It's a skill. And of course, it's okay to batch. Of course, it's okay if, one day you feel like just brainstorming and journaling and developing your ideas. And, when it happens that you jump into that flow where content ideas are just pouring out of you, of course, capitalize on that and create as much as feels good, and then you can schedule it out. So remember, as an entrepreneur, if you want to make consistent money, then consistent sales is required. So it's your job to sell consistently. It's your job to create content if organic content strategy is the strategy that you've chosen to be creating clients. And it is a skill. And getting into flow and tapping into inspiration is also a skill. You can develop these muscles to be able to do this every day. I write every day. And yeah, there are some days where I'm sick and I don't want to do it, and that's okay. And I cut myself some slack, and I'm not gonna make it mean that none of my dreams will come true because I skipped a day. But the more I do it, the more I enjoy it. And the better I get at it, the easier I get at it, the bigger the results come. But that only comes, it's like playing an instrument, right? You have to keep that regular touch point and be doing it consistently to actually maintain that high level of skill, like an athlete that's training every day. And if you get sick or you have a down day, of course you can just repurpose some past content. I'll repurpose content I posted a week or 2 weeks ago. No, most of the time people don't notice, and even if they do, who cares? They needed that message again, right? We need repetition to lock in these ideas. So you will see the results that you desire when you decide that you are no longer available for excuses around your daily sales content and money alignment work. And, just check in, where are you in that process? Are you pushing? Are you creating from a place of scarcity and forcing yourself to do it versus really tapping into that energy, that creative energy and that joy and that desire to do this work that you're feeling really called to do? Because literally everything you desire is available on the other side of making the skill development your priority. The money, the 5-figure launches, the multi-5-figure cash months, 6-figure years, wonderful soulmate clients, getting to do the work that deeply fulfills you, that gives you the time freedom to rest, to create, to be with loved ones, to travel, whatever your heart desires. There's a reason you are being called to do this work. And these two skills make it all possible. So if you cut out some of the busy work that maybe you've been focusing your time and energy on and really commit to this, and it doesn't have to be time intensive. Sometimes my content takes me 15 minutes. There's really no excuse for doing that every day. So your action from this video, make a calendar appointment, show up for it, and notice if you're not showing up for it. Don't beat yourself up, don't shame yourself, but just get better at showing up for this appointment. And outline your content and money alignment rituals. Start showing up for it daily, no excuses. So, one of the easiest ways to stay consistent with life-changing habits is to make it so fun to stay focused and to follow through. And the way that I have made it easy for myself to get to my first 6 figures and to continue to sign consistent clients month after month is to surround myself with support. So put yourself in containers of people on the same mission to be seen, held, witnessed, supported, and redirected every time resistance sneaks in, which it will. The faster you can pick yourself up and get back on track when you inevitably get sidetracked, the faster your momentum will build to those big, shiny results you deeply desire to be celebrating. So this is exactly why I created the Soulmate Client Astromind, which is a space to use astrology to master booking dream clients through authentic storytelling. It's a 12-week mastermind for creative entrepreneurs. And when you sign up, you'll receive a personalized document with detailed content and money alignment prompts based on all of the aspects of your astrology chart, which give us this information in depth. So we're going to kick off the program with an in-depth understanding of your purpose work, your message, and your money karma. So with my support, you'll get super focused on the content and money work that's going to shift you towards more easily attracting incredible clients, being able to confidently raise your prices, and being able to produce content that makes you money on repeat without overthinking or overcomplicating, and which comes when you don't have clarity and you don't have confidence. So when this happens, that habit is going to allow you to get your content out there, get those sales rolling in, so you can just go and get on with your life and you're not sucked into busy work, you're not overworking, you're not burning out, and you're not doing all the wrong things and attracting all the wrong people. So, this is really the skill and the process and the habit and the way that I have signed clients into my high ticket offers with no sales calls while working 3 to 4 days per week with regular 4-day weekends, time to write a book, to write music, to travel the world to 18 countries over the past 8 years. And it's been life-changing, and I adore and feel deeply fulfilled by the way I do business, by keeping it so simple and focusing on what works. So click the link below to join the Astromind, and please do reach out to me on Instagram at Creative Magic Club or on Facebook, which you can find through my website at withsarahmac.com. If you have any questions or you want to chat through if it's a good fit for you, and leave a comment below. What breakthroughs have you had in your messaging and your money, or any sales that have been happening for you as a result of this work? And of course, if you have any questions about how I can support you more in this work, you know where to find me. So thank you so much for being here. Please share this with anyone else you know who will benefit, and I will see you soon. Bye.